From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the... Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 in the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And Boswell's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch. A single for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Brings up second and 1 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Steelers 10, Chargers nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give, running left is Harris. Stays on his feet, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
And the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Max Williams. As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he bowls over it. There's another truck. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
2nd and 12. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try the left side. It's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Chargers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped. Up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. First down and more for Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 72 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. And this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And Thomas has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Fighting him off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Herbert on first down now. Finding Williams once more. Complete. 7 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Shoves him aside. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execute. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.